how the game went.
I gotcha.
So
Kind of like they're making more games, but nothing new's happening really.
yeah, I mean, there's like voice acting now and some dialogue and like some story. Hey, welcome back, guys. As if we haven't been talking for the last 15 minutes. Hey, so what did we do last time? Legaia Reforged. Last time was session 60. It was August 29th. Party, having just shown up to Iron Peak, new Iron Peak, the party gets to know the town. They learn about the Ceruvians and their luminary Ilrolasimar and the Eclipsans, and their feud that is kept at bay by the strict head foreman Thrain Ironfist, who is in charge of the town. Lute goes off on her own to follow a dwarven tiefling woman who was mean mugging her, and learns that this woman, Olafa Stoneseer, was an old friend of Hilda's. Olafa, an Eclipsan guarded by her kobold tiefling ally Skrix, warns Lute that the Ceruvians are more dangerous than they seem and to be careful. The party then is escorted to a bar called the Rusty Pickaxe by an excitable kobold named Kriva and has some drinks. They then wake up the drunk mechanic Sid, the quarter elf dwarf woman, and introduce themselves. Let's see. Sid quickly takes a liking to them and invites them over to their workshop, allowing them to use her tools and showing off her mist-grounded airship, the Weatherlight. After a couple days of relaxation, the town familiarization, and getting gifts from the townsfolk and crafting, the party is invited to a fancy dinner by the Ceruvian luminary Arol Semar in the Ceruvian part of town. During the dinner, Thresh hears people run by the window and smells kerosene. Shortly after discovering the kitchen door is locked and hearing distressed whimpering on the other side, the building is hit by flaming arrows, setting it alight from outside.
Woo! Oh yes, it's all coming
Woo!
back to me.
I kind of wanted to... So I wanted to get to that spot at the end of last session so that I could leave you guys there in a burning building. But if we wanted to back up, rewind a little bit to while you were having dinner with the Luminary and several other Ceruvians, all in their priestly garments, as you ate good food, would there be anything you'd want to talk about or questions you'd want to ask?
Was any of us actually talking with them about anything before?
I don't remember.
I only really remember us kind of like they're eating dinner, but also everybody feeling very awkward and uncomfortable at the same time. I'm not sure if anybody was talking about anything yet.
Yeah, I don't think there wasn't anything of substance, I think, discussed of, if I remember correctly.
And these are the people that were like, they're the ones that like might see us absorbing Saru as like sacrilegious, but we have raw Saru, so it's like a moot point or whatever.
Absorbing Saru or raw Saru absorbing Saru would be perfectly fine with them because the raw Saru are like in charge. But it would be like breaking apart Saru and like using their pieces for stuff would be
because Bree has armor made of Saru parts.
Pieces, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I think we talked about it last session. Actually,
the thing is, Bree tries to hide the fact that it's made from Ceruvian metal as much as possible because that would also have been frowned upon on Rakanok. So while this whole group, I'm sure, knows that Bree's armor is made from Ceruvian metal, it wouldn't be visibly obvious.
Yeah, I imagine a lot of the Ceruvian parts that you're using are for the internals and for like the power, the self-powered or a power assist type stuff that you use in
At
the
the very
explosion.
least, I would have a thin layer of some metal over top
Okay. Yeah, I played it.
that, plated.
Like those chocolate coins.
Yes.
Nice. That's how Chunks thinks.
Hate it when I go to eat a chocolate coin and I break my tooth on some worthless.
What do people in this area use as currency?
That is a great question, and I forgot to go over that. They're just using.
Do they accept Crypt Leaf?
They don't. They don't accept Crypt Leaf. But yeah, they use. You haven't really had to buy anything. Everything's been provided to you. But they're actually using gold coins from, before the mist.
Oh,
Does it look like the gold coins I have? With the dragon on one side and a man on the other?
Nope.
Or is that?
They are.
It is different.
They are different. And you see that there are a bunch of different. Well, no, you see that for the most part, there's a pretty standard gold coin, and it's an amberfield like gold coin essentially, and same with the silver and copper coins as well, which is what you're going to see more often. More often when dealing with like day-to-day kind of like goods, it's going to be mostly silver. But what was it? Was there another question? Oh, crypt leaf. Yeah, you try. Did you try to use the encrypt leaf somewhere?
Yeah, I definitely. I imagine on occasion I would have tried to get something with it, but
Yeah, and you
Nothing
get
crazy.
basically like, what in the hell is that?
it's a
You're trying
funny
to buy
looking
stuff.
leaf.
You're trying to buy a leaf? I'm sorry, son. I ain't gonna be able to take that here.
No, you don't understand. While it isn't worth much right now, if you pay a bunch of money into it,
actually, right now it could be worth a lot or not very much at all. I'm not sure.
Well, that don't make no sense. Here we.
that's the best part.
The foreman kind of, based on, we've kind of got like locked in prices for things, so we've got no outside economy. We've all kind of like over time, like agreed on the prices of things based on, how hard it is to make them and supply and demand. And, every once in a while somebody comes and kind of pleads a case that, this thing is getting rare, or getting hard to make, and therefore should be worth more. And we've kind of got, it's the only way we'd think to make things, make sense, but like a lot of things here, we just kind of like trade job for job, but that leaf thing, I don't know what to tell you. That's some known bullshit. I ain't gonna, you can't pay with a leaf here.
That's what I thought. Also, has Kaduka been getting sleep? I heard he was up all night and doing workshop stuff.
Yeah, Kaduka, how have you driven yourself to fatigue, or have you just kind of passed out at random times, taken little power naps, and gotten back up and started working again?
Yeah, I'm sure I've been napping here and there.
Imagining naps with his eyes open.
He's like kind of like twitches in his sleep, but in a way that makes him look like he's like turning a wrench or like screwing something.
Sleepy gas mask noises.
He wakes up and his project is done.
I feel like Bree would try to make him sleep too, like as his older sister.
Go to sleep.
She'd like tell him to go to bed. I don't know if he would listen, but she would be telling him to.
I can knock him out.
No, you can't.
If it got down to like real bad, she might have you knock him out. But as long as he's taking the naps and getting some sleep, she's probably not gonna have.
I'll
go that
roll
far.
initiative.
Kaduka only has 4 wins. You think you could
Nyquil
escape
karate
me?
chop.
I slip him,
Where's the spar unit?
I slip him some melatonin.
I believe who is it? Risprit that has the spar program?
Yes, I am the simulation environment.
Yeah, we'll put a pin in that, but if we have some downtime at some point, IRL downtime, and you guys want to duke it out, then we can do that.
I'd forgotten about that until you mentioned it, but now I'm imagining his like Saru, the like neck piece having like 4 ports on it, like the GameCube like controller plugs. They just like jack in.
Like, damn it, mine has a USB.
I got the Mad Catz raw Saru.
No.
My thumbstick is drifting.
Mine's all sticky.
I've got Saru drift. Damn it.
Oh man, that is a fun idea. Getting ideas.
Oh, Mad Catz raw Saru, like the raw Saru at home.
If you have too many people in the simulation, somebody gets stuck with bad controls.
Like they look like the old like 2D generation, like Donkey Kong, like style shit, where everybody else is 3D rendered.
Final Fantasy VII Cloud.
Sprites. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Sprite based. Like the one person comes in sprite based. Like what the hell?
But yeah, anything else? General questions about anything we could have handled up until this point. General questions about the about Iron Peak or the people here.
I think so. I feel like we covered quite a bit of that previously.
Did we ever ask them like what they remember from when everything happened 20 years ago?
I mean, you're here to dinner with them right now if you want to.
Rispert will ask that question.
Yeah, so the luminary is here, and there's most of the people that are with her are a couple men, couple women, and they're a bit older than her. She seems to be, like I described her before, she seemed like to be a fairly young woman, big black hair, and very smiley, energetic. And she says, let me find out for sure here, because I got this stuff written down. She says, oh, well, I don't remember much because I was born, only a year before the mist showed up. So, I don't remember. I don't remember anything, but my colleagues here, tell me that, life was, it was quite different. We had people like coming in and out of the villages all the time. We got, we shipped out, the ore and the metal that we dug out of the ground and smelted, and there was less of everything up here and more mining. We got a lot of things shipped to us. There wasn't so much agriculture or people. We got to make everything. I'm sure as I come to understand you, where you come from, you've got to make everything. No reliance on outside economics, which the whole economics thing just blows my mind, right? Like, how do you get so many people from so many places to understand and like come to agreements? It's all very crazy. But yeah, I mean, like, what about your people? Like, did they remember anything from before the mist? I don't know how long your people live.
Well,
we don't have any.
She was around before the mist.
Yeah, I was about 13 when the mist rolled in, and we remember, life, how life was. But we still, just like you guys, we only really knew our own little corner of the world. And especially as a 13-year-old, I really only knew my life.
Yeah, you were mostly in the Warren at that age.
Yeah.
That's incredible. For one, I never would have pegged you for older than me. That's that. I mean, that's just funny right there, right? You're such a cute little thing.
Ooh, yeah.
Do people react to that?
I mean,
Like-
Bree,
when-
like, she tries to hide it, but she definitely, like, I'm not that young type of look on her, you know, like an annoyed kind of,
Is that definitely garnering like a whisker twitch, like an
Yeah.
unconscious
Shows-
whisker twitch? Like,
I'm so sorry. Did I say something? I feel like I made it like a social faux pas.
it's just, you know, I am not young, and it's
Right. Like I said, I'm so sorry. You know, you're all capable warriors too, right? I shouldn't be treating you like you're just like friends of mine. Like I mean, I'd love to be your friends, but you are esteemed guests here. And, you know, I forget myself sometimes. Um, I, I've come to this position because, well, I'm sorry to say, you know, but half of leadership around here is a little bit of a popularity contest, and the other half is the faith and I try not to toot my own horn, but people did believe that my skills and my faith and my knowledge and our beliefs, in conjunction with the fact that I get, I'm a little bit of a social butterfly and I get around and they saw me fit to take this position. And of course I accepted because, like, to serve the gods is it's the, how could I not? It was my calling.
I definitely understand having a calling. Bree is thinking of her inventions, but, you know, she doesn't say that.
I heard someone calling from the forest once.
Did you find out who?
I tried. They didn't answer back though.
Terrifying.
oh yeah, I think we've all heard those kind of stories. You don't go into the woods is usually the thing you come away with.
This is a scary, scary place outside the city. In them mines, out in the mountains, down in the mist, and even before the mist, we all only survived because of Saru and the gods sending the Saru.
When before the mists came, were you all up here or down there?
Well, down there as far as Iron Peak, up here
Yeah.
at New Iron Peak, we've obviously had to move a little bit because the mist started to gain elevation.
Okay. So none of this was already up here before the mist rolled in?
Oh no, this was this place was known about. Um,
It's
people
just
had
mining,
explored this
basically?
far up. Yeah, but we had to pick up everything and move. It took years to move everything up here.
Hmm.
Once we finally made the determination, it was a rough couple years.
So were
Oh,
you
it was
delving
definitely a
back down
rough-
into the mist to get more supplies to bring up?
No, I mean, we took what we could. We started agriculture up here. Basically everything we were doing down there, we moved up here.
Sounds a lot like when we moved to Rackinaw. It was definitely a rough couple of years. It it was easier that we had protection from the mist in the water, but yeah,
Hmm.
it's rough, pretty much completely redoing the way of life.
I bet. I wonder how the water protected you. That is just a blessing from the gods. I wonder if we could build like a giant moat. Maybe we should bring that up to someone, huh?
I
Well,
don't.
it took a lot of water. I don't think you could get a moat big enough, and if we are able to awaken the Genesis tree, then the mist should go away, and you won't need to worry about it at all.
So incredible, so incredible. I I mean, I tell you, I'm a little scared to see the rest of the world, but I will go out there once there is no mist. It's hard to be stuck in one town your whole life from what I hear. I do want to see it. I definitely want to make sure y'all are prepared though. It's dangerous out there. We don't want to send you out into nothing that you can't, that's going to surprise you or take you by surprise.
But we've been traveling in the mist for several months now, and we've seen a lot. You would probably be surprised at what we've seen.
Oh, the blessings of the gods and the strength of your Ra Saru and your own capabilities. It's all it's incredible.
While we've been talking over dinner, uh, have would any of us notice any like? Has anybody been shooting us any kind of like subtle like negative looks or anything like that?
Go ahead and make a perception check for sense motive.
Oh, perceive. I perceived it.
You've been watching these people pretty good. You've had this thought, whether it is that you like don't quite trust them or just general wariness. You're watching these people, and if faking it, they're faking the happiness and the adoration of you and your Rosaru. They're really good actors. Um, haven't seen anything that would make you feel otherwise.
Okay. Hmm. Anybody else have any questions?
No.
It is at about this point that she says, like I kind of said before, I'm trying to remember exactly what I said, but she says, "Oh, where's that waitress? I need a little top off. Um, hmm, haven't seen them in a little bit.
Huh.
They're probably just trying to help let us enjoy our meal. They don't want to be hounding us all the time, I suppose. But yeah, I wonder where they went.
Who was it that went to
It was me.
investigate before? Ah,
Yeah, it
I
was
snuck off.
Thresh. And as we did before, Thresh starts heading toward the kitchen door and hears people running by the window. And based on your perception check, you heard them running to the northwest. As we said before, this restaurant is was kind of built into the side of like a rocky hill, and there's like a bridge that kind of goes over the street next to the restaurant and then kind of continues up over top of the restaurant. Kind of a road that runs over the top of the restaurant. It's kind of a neat little setup in the area. And this place in particular is kind of built into there's like a circular street that really goes around it. Really kind of a centerpiece of this area with a lot of like buildings that kind of like run along that circular street. It kind of runs around it. Um, and Actually, could I get perception checks from Trunks and Saeed?
oh.
If Loot, you could roll one for Saeed.
Roll Saeed.
All right. Oh, that's all right. All right. All right. All right. Both of you, Trunks, you're maybe a little more distracted, but okay. So about the same time that Thresh, being close to the window, starts to smell it. He smells the kerosene. Trunks smells the kerosene. Saeed smells the kerosene. Um, and then Trunks or Thresh hears the people running away to the northwest, and you hear thunk 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 thunk, and the building starts to go up in flames. What do you guys do? Oh, and also, sorry, Trunks.
I didn't do it.
Thresh also checked the door and found that it was locked. The door to the kitchen.
Yeah.
There are three
I-
windows on either side of this kind of hall-like, it's like a rectangular room, and there's a main front door and a kitchen door.
Yeah. I would immediately, as soon as I knew what was going on, I would yell, "We're under attack!" to everybody.
Yeah, so you start yelling out that we're under attack. Everybody jumps up. They kind of rush to the windows, and the flames are just kind of licking up, and fire is starting to, or smoke is starting to come in to the room.
Maybe we should try to put this out.
You work on putting that out. I will
I
watch.
start yanking on the door to the
Bree's
kitchen.
gonna go try to kick the door down.
All right, Thresh, give me an athletics check to start. Since you were there at the door, and I think you said you were going to try to break through the door. So 15 is pretty good. You think a normal door, based on just how things are constructed, you think a 15 would break down a normal door. It does not budge.
Curse this dwarven craftsmanship.
And we still don't have any kind of like tool to pick a lock.
Have you guys still not bought any lockpicks?
I have a ooze pick.
Plus, let me ask you this: would you have brought all of your equipment to a dinner?
Yes.
I mean, Bree would be wearing her armor. She feels naked without it.
I always have my. Isn't that what the feet is?
Uncanny cheeks.
I would just have my book on me. And my rugs.
So, but you guys probably wouldn't have brought like your backpacks with all the stuff that you keep in,
Like camping
that's
supplies and shit.
And would you
Nah.
have brought your weapons?
Loot would have
Probably
brought
not.
her staff. Because she doesn't like these
Staff.
people.
Staff makes sense.
And she doesn't trust these people in the first place. So,
Josh, what were you saying you had?
This.
Uncanny cheeks.
So you're just hiding an entire ass long gun in your cheeks?
It says I have precise planner, and apparently that means it's always ready.
How you been eating
Well-
with stuff in your cheeks?
I need you to look up that. It says the object you retrieve must fit in your cheek pouches, and is usually an item of negligible bulk.
what do you have in there?
Unless you also have the cheek
gun.
pouches feet. Do you also have the cheek pouches feet?
Not yet. But
So negligible bulk would be like some matches or
Or a lockpick.
or a lockpick.
It's a whole
You
ass
have-
armory in
If
before
Kaduka's
we
face.
go on, is it even like locked, or is it like barred from the outside?
Well, we haven't figured that out yet, but
Okay.
you have you do have a lockpick though, because right?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I think it's
Because you have prescient consumable and prescient planner.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's fine. If you want to use that.
I spit silly putty out of my mouth. You guys.
Sounds good. Yeah, go ahead. Do you think you get there before Bree does?
To the door?
Yeah.
Probably not.
So Bree, you did say you were gonna try to.
I do. Yeah, I'm gonna try to kick down the door.
All right, you try to kick down the door. You kick this door. You go to kick it. Your suit makes a zzz, and you kick this door off its hinges. It flies straight back, snaps in half. You see a blue light, kind of a blue luminescence, kind of flash in the space where the door was and dissipate, like almost imperceptibly.
Okay.
As you do that, a bunch of smoke rolls into the room. The kitchen is on way more fire than the rest of the room, and you see multiple people down on the ground with stab wounds.
Was this the only way out we could see?
There was a front door. You guys went back. You went to the back to the kitchen door.
Oh, okay.
Do the people look alive?
Let's see.
Stabbed but alive. Yes, I didn't even think about that.
Did we just see the Krankov effect?
Of the 3 people in here, actually, give me a medicine check.
Okay.
All 3 of them look like they're alive, but not in good shape. Like they are in. This is an emergency situation for them.
Bree's next thought would be getting these people out of harm's way.
Okay.
Do I see another exit out of the building?
There is a back door from the through the kitchen, but it is for you guys with your Saru and the protection it provides you, and the kind of the otherworldly abilities, toughness that you have, the kind of somewhat accelerated regeneration that you have, running through a kitchen that is fully on fire might not be too bad for you. Would be very bad for anyone else. Anyone else would get pretty badly burned trying to run through here.
Got it.
For you, it would be hit point damage.
And would Risper be able to kind of like, if we were just like a train running through there, would Risper be able to like lessen the flames?
You can, yeah. If you want to start working on the flames in the kitchen, you absolutely could.
How far away is the farthest person?
You see, the farthest person's probably about 25 feet away. You kind of really see just their lower half from back behind one of the stations.
Okay. Lou is going to cast a 3-action heal
Hell
for a 30-foot
yeah.
emanation
I
on everyone in the
love
area.
it. Do you have heal prepared today?
I do.
Hell yeah, I love it. And at level 4,
Yeah.
you see 2 of the people immediately sit up and start yelling and shielding themselves from the flames. The person that is in the middle, kind of between those 2, doesn't move at all. But the other 2 like start screaming, and they see you at the door, and they start crawling their way towards you.
Hey DM.
Yeah,
Did I finish my item I've been working on?
yeah, you did.
Hell yeah.
I love it. What do you do?
I'm gonna go in there and just I guess get a better lay of the land and see if there's like anything we missed in there, or maybe some evidence, like what caused the fire or where it's coming from.
Sure. Yeah, so you run in, there's like somebody crawling back behind you toward the door, Risprit, which is, I assume, Risprit, you're like working your way from you guys back?
Yes.
Yeah, so actually, like, Risprit is your elements, like, what is that called?
Regulate.
Regulate, yeah, is that 2 actions?
So then, let's see here.
Because the actual... There's actually an ability you get.
So there's regulate and proliferate, which are from extended kinesis, which doesn't have actions associated with it.
I think base kinesis is maybe... Yeah, anyway, about every 6 seconds, Risprit can... What did we say? It was, 4 or 5 foot cubes worth of fire?
Let's see, I'm level 9. So let's see, 2 5-foot cubes, but I'm 4 levels, so 4 5-foot cubes. Yeah.
Right, yeah, so you're wiping out, like 20 feet in a row of 5-foot cubes. So it's taking you a little while at that every 6 seconds as you're like wiping your way through. Kaduka, you turn on your new ability. It lets you just see through the smoke for one, right? And you can breathe.
Yeah.
You've got air. It's air fed now. As the air aligned Ceruvian material that you've used actually generates air that feeds the mask. You can see through the smoke. You can see. You can breathe. Give me a perception check.
Ooh.
Hell yes.
That's not too bad.
It is obvious to you that somebody also just whipped around a bunch of kerosene in here as well before lighting it.
Fire Marshal Kaduka.
You also see footprints through, like, you see enough evidence of people walking and running out the back door.
Can I try to track them with what I've found so far?
You want to, like, run through the mostly burning kitchen to the back door, which is closed, by the way.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. Give me a reflex save.
Before I do, I take off my ghillie suit so I don't catch fire
Okay,
extra
yeah.
quick.
You take it off and you throw it to somebody.
Yeah, it's like just around my neck, so I'm just like, I
Love it.
Give you what? Sorry.
Reflex save, please. And while you're doing that, you are hearing all of these people. The smoke, it's also coming from the other room. It's starting to really fill up with smoke. This is a pretty bad situation. You're all starting to cough and hack, but you hear somebody from back in the dining room yell, "Luminary, no!" as Rolsimar collapses to the ground, gasping for air.
Oh no, we need to get them out of here now.
How
Ooh.
strong do the walls of the room we're in, do they lead to the outside? Do I know this?
Yeah. Not from where the kitchen is, but out closer to the, in the dining area, which sticks out from the rock kind of exterior, where you have the windows. That does lead to the outside.
I'm going to attempt to break a hole in the wall
I
for
love
us
it.
to get out.
Hell yeah. All right, let me pull up the how hard is a wall stats. You can go ahead and make a... oh shit, I shouldn't have not... I hit the wrong button.
Oh no.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and make like an attack roll. Or like up to 3 attack rolls if you want.
Oh,
Oh shit!
some double green going on there.
I have a feeling that first one might work. I'm not gonna look it up. Wait, you didn't? You said, yeah, that's an unarmed attack. That's incredible. All right, actually, I still do have to look it up, but that is still pretty cool. Ooh, actually, that's crazy though. All right, hold
She's
on.
the ultimate firefighter. She fights fires with her fists.
Virginness?
I'm also an inventor, so I probably know like the spots to hit that are like the weakest to like break shit down.
All right, I do have. Okay, that's interesting. So, with that first hit, yeah, actually, you smash with the power of your your armor, your personal strength, your raw saru. It actually does take all 3 of those hits, but you do smash through this wooden wall and leave a small sized hole, rat folk sized hole, in the wall. Now, as you go through, can you please give me a reflex save? Okay. You take 1 damage from the fire because the wall is on fire on the outside. And a bunch of smoke starts pouring in through the hole to Kaduka. You take 7 fire damage as you run through the room, having successfully negated a lot of the fire, or like kind of just stayed away from the hottest parts, and you get to the door and it is locked as well.
Alright, I'll pull out my use pick and use it on that door.
Go ahead, start picking. By this point, Risprit's gotten like a third of the kitchen, unless you moved to something else. Is anybody else doing anything?
Luke is trying to leave.
What is... Oh, thievery? Is that what is it the... Checkout?
Yeah. Thievery. Alright, Luke, you're just
you're
crawling out?
Yeah,
Okay.
Luke's out of there.
Josh, you start to pick this lock, and it's going, but it is harder than you would think for just like a simple lock. Like, there's nothing about this should be all that difficult. Your ooze pick, does it have something special? It's a +2. Is that +2 added in that check?
No, it's not.
Okay, great.
So, like a 29.
Great. Even better. Actually, I think that does work. It was surprisingly hard, but you are able to pick the door.
Okay.
That +2 actually did make the difference.
Oh, nice.
You pick this lock, and the door opens. Once again, there's like a almost imperceptible like blue flash, which is even more apparent with your mask on. And you open the door, and a bunch of fresh air, or actually, not so much, like the whole. No, the exterior of the building right here isn't on fire. So when you open the door, it's not on fire outside.
Am I still able to see like footprints?
Yeah, kind of a different. Give me one more perception check. Loot. You want to escape, but just so you know, there is, like, through the hole is fire, and it's kind of like licking up into the hole that Bree has made now too. And all of the rest of the people here are definitely hesitant to get on their hands and knees and crawl through a flaming hole.
Are there any windows?
Yeah, there are 3 windows on both sides of this hall.
Oh.
What do I see outside of the window?
You see people in the streets panicking. You see people running around. And you see fire.
Right. Is it a lot of fire?
I mean, yeah, like the whole side of the building is on fire.
And so is the whole building surrounded by fire?
Pretty much at this point, yeah. Like, whatever they did, I mean, you guys are smelling the kerosene. They lit this place on fire.
And this is the same day as the day we got there?
The night of the day we got there, right?
No,
I thought it's been a couple days.
you've been here for like 3 or 4 days.
Okay. Then Lou is gonna phone a friend.
Okay.
And send a sending to that one chick,
Olafa, the dwarf tiefling.
Olafa Stoneseer,
Okay.
the Eclipsean. And basically say, like, we're in the building that's on fire, need help.
You hear
As soon as possible.
What building are you talking of, love? Okay, I'm coming. Risprit, were you gonna say something?
If they opened up a hole in the wall in the other room,
Yeah.
would like Rispert have noticed like a difference in like the airflow suddenly, like where the smoke's going or anything like that?
Yeah, probably.
I think Rispert's gonna pull back and like go to find out what the hell that was.
Yeah, you see a Bree-sized hole in the side of the wall where Bree, like, Kool-Aid Man.
Like a Looney Tunes Bree-shaped hole.
Yeah, which is, it's just a Bree-shaped hole, which is just going, like, straight through. Which is a small hole for human-sized people, humans and dwarves to fit out of.
It's just shaped like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Actually, all the Ceruvians here are human, by the way.
Ah, okay.
It's shaped like, 2 big ears, like,
Yeah,
what?
it's shaped like
So, like,
Mickey Mouse.
so you're saying they could fit through there, but it's on fire.
Yeah, so I mean, like, getting on your hands and knees and crawling through fire, even for 5 feet worth, is a tall ask.
So can Rispert try to like suppress the fire just around that hole, like to cool down that area enough, like and focus on just that and tell people to start getting out?
Absolutely. Yeah, you douse the fire. You can't see the rest of the outside of the wall, but you can see that space like through, and you can just say no fire there. Like, by the power of fire, man, no fire.
Do we have another hero
By the power of fire, man.
Yeah, you have a hero point.
Okay, because I use
That's Captain
we
Brian.
get 2 now, because we get one. 7:30.
Right. We got one 40 minutes ago.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll my perception check.
Okay.
You said
All right, go ahead, Trunks or Thresh.
you said the luminary went down, right?
She did. Yeah, she's on the
Yeah.
floor gasping for air.
There anything I could do medically to help?
Uh,
Can I do a medicine check to try to?
yeah, you want to do a medicine check?
Yeah.
Please make a medicine check. Great. Assurance. Okay, great. So you got a 20 on your medicine check. So she hasn't taken any damage, right? So like a battle medicine wouldn't be quite the move.
Smoke inhalation.
But yeah, but everyone's getting smoke inhalation. What is happening to her is more. It's extra. You feel there's for some reason she's in like respiratory distress, big
Poison?
time.
You got asthma.
It could be something like asthma. You think like there's something about the smoke has set off like a bad something bad
Reaction.
She's clearly allergic to smoke in her lungs.
The people see you walk up, Risprit, and swipe the fire away, and they look to you in reverence, and like, kind of like, what do we do? Should we go?
Hey, go through the hole.
They start crawling outwards, and they're like still like, it's hot. The luminary, of course, they're dragging her along with them, and they pull her through and outside.
Bree would head for the kitchen to try to get the people who were stabbed out through the hole as well. She'd be carrying people out as much as possible.
Yep, you start like going.
There's only one person left in there.
Yeah, that is true. There's one person that was on the floor. You retrieve them and you pull them out. They're still completely unconscious. Anybody else? Trunks, what have you been doing during this?
No, that's kind of difficult to get out. I've just been doing my best to keep everybody calm and reduce panic and the craziness as my allies solve the problem with their abilities.
I love it.
Stay fucking calm.
Trunks playing flight attendant.
Worried, do not look at the fire.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh God.
God, you have them as calm as they could possibly be at this point. Their leader is down, apparently dying. They've been attacked. They're definitely not combatants, but you have them doing exactly what you tell them to do.
I grabbed like a charcuterie board off one of the tables and I'm handing out like snacks and crackers while I'm...
If anything, this just confuses them into forgetting the plight that they're in right now. They're just like, what? The cheese is like melting in their hands. And yeah, it's actually they get themselves out very quickly, pulling each other through the hole. Risprit keeping it at least at bay enough that they're not burning.
Could Risprit be like what is it? The Ocean's Bomb, basically splashing water over the hole. So like as they're going through it, it's like healing them because like I can do it only to each person once every 10 minutes.
So you could be like keeping the fire at bay and just splashing water from, proliferate. Proliferate
alternating
water.
Attacks.
Yeah. Yeah, which keeps them cooler as they go through. So they come out and they're like steaming in the cool evening air.
That is true. The best thing you can have in a house fire is a soaking wet towel. Yeah.
So they everybody is out at this point. All of you escape. Of course, Kaduka's on the other side. Kaduka, you got a 37 on that perception check. Do you actually... what is your... you're trying to follow tracks, right?
Yeah.
So what is your survival? What's the bonus you've got to survival?
15.
15?
Yeah, so that...
Okay, still
minus...
really good. So you'd have a 32 with survival, which is absolutely good enough to start tracking their tracks. People... people in the area are seeing everybody crawling out the other side, and then they see you like following like tracks as you start to like move through the area. These tracks kind of run around the building, right? So you're basically on the opposite side. You're of the so it's kind of funny to be more descriptive. I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. There is a bit of like a tunnel, like after through the door, then there's a bit of a tunnel before it reaches another door, which was unlocked and actually was left open. You go out that way and you start to follow these tracks around the building, and you see tracks that kind of they head off to the east, and you have tracks that kind of head back toward around this rock hill back toward the restaurant. So you've got tracks that head east, and you've got tracks that head back to the restaurant. Which one of those do you follow?
Back to the restaurant. So I know a two-person job. Probably. Well, you said there was a crowd of people.
Yeah, there's people. The more time that goes on, there's more and more people showing up, because it's all people just from the area that are hearing everything that's going on. More and more people are filtering in. But like, yeah, people are watching from across the street this building go up on fire, and
okay,
they're wondering what the hell's going on.
Just so I don't confuse myself with like a bunch of other people and sense, I'm gonna go east and follow that.
Okay.
Because I think I can isolate those tracks a little better. People stepping all over them.
Yeah.
And I have a question about this. I've had this for a while, since level 3. I've never used it until now. Do I have to know? Am I able to do this like before I even see?
It says for a specific target, so I assume it's like that guy or those guys. But since I'm gonna give it to you, because it's like there were people that did something and they went that way, and you don't want them to notice you, right? Right. Makes sense. You are trying not to be noticed by them. That's the whole point of the feat. So, yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
All right.
Oh man, make that stealth check now.
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Not my best.
25.
Work,
okay.
That's okay.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, only rolled a 5. All right. You start to head that direction. We're gonna move back over to everybody else at this point. People are starting to show up with buckets of water and are throwing them on the building. The let's see. Everybody has gotten out okay, and actually the people that were stabbed are completely fine now, except for one person who isn't responding. On closer look, they had already succumbed to their wounds and have died. The luminary is gasping for breath and falls unconscious.
Oh wait, don't I have a thing for this? I think. Rousing splash.
Rousing splash, got it. So temporary, that gives temporary hit points.
Yes.
Yeah, you splash her. It's her condition remains unchanged.
Damn it.
Thresh, were you still tending to her?
Yeah, just to see if there's anything I can do.
Yeah. If you want, your medical training at this point would probably, if you want to make another medicine check. Now, I don't know if you want to do it. If you do assurance, then it's just a 20. But you can also roll to see if you get higher.
Does smoke inhalation count as persistent fire damage?
I think it's more like suffocation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She passed out because she couldn't breathe.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Thresh, this is definitely some kind of a reaction to something. You're not ruling out poison yet, but you could basically you could start CPR, which with a 29 medicine check, obviously you know what you're doing. But that will like keep her alive for a while longer until you can figure something else out.
Yeah, I'll definitely start CPR.
I have an antidote in my bag. Do we think? I mean, do we want to waste it in case it's not poison, or because?
Well, you don't have your bags with
But
you.
I could run and get it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you want to start to run and get it?
I'm gonna run and get equipment.
Okay. That's gonna take a little while, but you're fast. If anyone could make it, it's you.
Yeah, I'll be casting my all my speed buffs.
Gotcha. Bree takes off running. Bree, please give me an athletics check. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Kaduka?
Oh god, Kaduka, yeah.
If it changes anything, that stealth is 24 because I don't have my ghillie suit, which I
Okay, 24. Got it. That is a good. What? Let's see. Okay. I have a number. Thresh is doing CPR. Bree's running. Kaduka's tracking. Trunks, are you doing anything else right now?
No, I'm kind of just on standby. Am I able to? No, I'm gonna be on standby for a second, just kind of keeping an eye out.
Okay. Loot. Do you have anything you're doing?
Not really.
Okay.
She does not want to be there.
Yeah, it's a terrible situation. People are people start to crowd around the luminary, and kind of making things difficult for Thresh, as they're all like asking Thresh questions and like trying to get, or just trying to like see what's going on.
I will keep them off him.
Great.
Luke leaves to go find the guy in charge.
Okay. Great. Do you? I wonder. Luke probably doesn't know where he lives. Do you want to make a society check to see if you remember if you picked up where he lived at?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
She'd also probably ask around. See
Okay,
if anyone
great.
knows where he is.
Yeah, you can't remember, but go ahead and make a diplomacy check to see if you can get that information out of people. Yeah, they tell you exactly where he lives. One lady says, "I'll take you there. Follow me." As you guys go running off to find Thrain. Trunks, please give me a diplomacy check to see how well you can keep the crowds at bay.
I'll hero point that one.
Okay. You are able to make your passionate plea for everybody to step back, or how would you describe what you did?
Well, I am doing that. While also kind of physically, like, using the length of my body stretching one side and then my tail the other side, like, as a, like, physical barrier too. You know, kind of like how on the trains they're like, please stay away from the yellow line. That's kind of what I'm doing.
Love it. Yeah, you're extra. You got some extra stretch because of your tail. People are kind of like looking down, like, oh, as you like kind of like push them back, like, nothing to see here, or lots to see here, but get back because you're in the way. People get the message. They kind of, it's just like a human, instinct to want to know what's going on, but like you kind of snap them out of that and get them thinking like, hey, I'm actually in the way. You get them moved back. There's a lot of people like crying over the luminary lying on the ground. As this little 3-foot rat person is doing CPR on them. We're gonna go back to Kaduka. Kaduka, you can hear people. Like, there's people like coming in from everywhere that are rushing towards you and past you, but unless you think that, like, I don't know, they're like playing some kind of game or whatever, those are probably not the people you're looking for. And as you can start to follow these tracks toward streets of buildings, they're starting to get messed up. It's starting to get more confusing as to what went where and who's coming from where, and it starts to slow you down a little bit. But you're definitely getting, you're still in the like Ceruvian part of the city. As you're, you turn to head down one street and you basically run into the, you remember like there was like a second in command for the luminary, a man kind of graying beard, graying hair, whose name was Albrecht Fenro.
Okay. I don't know if I remember, but yeah.
He's I think I only had him speak once, but you remember him as the second in command. He almost like kicks you in the head as he's rushing by, and he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, my little friend. Tell me, you were with the luminary, right?"
I don't think I looked down at his feet to see if they match before I answer anything.
Excellent. Yeah. Make another survival check to kind of like ascertain whether or not those boots would make those tracks.
Oh, good rolls tonight.
That is a good roll. You're
Oh, we're gonna pay for it later, I'm sure.
You're pretty certain his footwear don't make these tracks. He's got like classy footwear, right? Like the people making these tracks had either you're tracking like workwear, and he's got fancy wear.
Okay. And I don't think, I mean, but the like size of his feet at least, or like.
You were tracking multiple. I'll say this actually. With as good a survival as you got earlier, there were a couple tracks that you were following that converged with several more tracks that were coming from the restaurant.
Okay.
They all seem to be heading this direction, but you're unsure. You're guessing 5 or more sets of tracks.
Okay. I'm gonna.
And one of those sets of tracks is approximately the right size, but I mean, with that many sets of tracks, it's, it could be a coincidence. But yeah, you'd say one of those sets of tracks is probably the right size.
Okay. I'm gonna say maybe. Maybe it's him, maybe it's not, maybe it's a coincidence. But I'm just gonna be like, the restaurant was set on fire. I'm looking for who did it right now, and like push past them like quickly.
Wait, what do you mean? Who did it? You think somebody did this on purpose?
I just keep going. I'm like lasered in, like laser focused.
Hey. As you like keep running, and then he just kind of like turns around and you see him like run off toward the restaurant. And as you continue your search down this way, it starts to get to the point where, like I said before, with all the foot traffic, you lose the trail, but you are certain you've at least narrowed their escape down to a certain part of town.
Okay.
Whoever escaped, they escaped to somewhere in the Ceruvian part of town, the northeastern part.
Okay. But you said at this point, like, that it's cold, the trail is...
Yeah, like, it's been too much dirt has been kicked around with everybody rushing past you, that it's just impossible to see at this point.
Can I, instead of going back to meet with the group, can I camp on, like, a rooftop by, like, a chimney? And just keep an eye out on both, like... Just keep a watch. If I see the group, I'm gonna, like, send a message, but if I see anybody being suspicious in that part of town, I'm gonna, like, go after them.
I love it. How do you get up there?
I'll gecko grip.
Gecko grip. I just like hearing it. As you gecko grip your way up the side, you pop up on the rooftops and you sit there like Batman, and you watch.
Yeah.
And from up here, you get you can see off in the distance, you can see the burning building, and like the fire is illuminating the whole area, so you can see all the people from down there. A lot of the city is dark at this point, so you don't really have a good... Oh, you've got a night vision scope, though, right?
I do.
Yeah, so you actually, better than most, you've got a pretty good ability to see what's going on in the city, even though it is dark. But you can definitely see over there, and it is quite the sight. as the fire brigade is now in full swing, throwing water on the flames.
Okay.
Next thing that happens is the Albrecht Fenro, second in command, the Ceruvians, arrives, and you see him at first. Seems the first. Let's see, who would have noticed him? Trunks, you'd probably notice him first, or Risprit. Risprit, you would actually notice him first, and he's kind of on the wrong side of the building, and like seems a little bit confused. He's like asking people what's going on and stuff.
I guess Risprit will get his attention.
Yeah. How do you do that?
So wait, how far away is he from like Risprit?
He's like 50, 60 feet away from you, but there's
Okay.
like a bunch of people everywhere.
Um,
There's a whole fire brigade going on, like two different sides of the building, or like. Oh, also, I mean, I don't know if you're like helping with the fire too, right?
yeah, Risprit would be trying to like at least reduce the spread of the fire, like just slow it down a little bit.
You're a huge help. People are like looking at you in awe as you just kind of like bend away like bunches, like just swaths of fire from the building. It's still trying to kind of like burn, you know, but
Like the embers keep trying to catch again.
Yeah, well, it's the kerosene too, just keeps like recatching. But you're like, while you're kind of keeping it down or just taking big chunks out of it, they're throwing water on the other parts and actually dousing it.
If they're, I wonder. Ooh, that's a 30-foot cone. I guess it's for creatures though, because I have Torrent in the Blood, which is like a 30-foot cone wave, but that's more
water,
for like
right?
healing, but also it also puts out my aura. Like I have to rechannel again after that. So it'd be like by the time I'd like rechannel, I'm sure like some of the stuff would have come back. So it's like, I think I'm
Kind of the
making
same
progress
effect,
now. Yeah. It'd just be flashier.
Yeah.
So I guess
I'm
we're
sure.
just going to keep trying to like subdue the fire and everything while just yelling. It's like, hey!
I would say you are getting rid of the fire faster than the bucket brigade is, though. Yeah. And you think actually, by the time you're done, based on guesses, that you're going to save this building. But you yell out to the guy.
Yeah, we're just gonna yell out to him.
Okay. You yell out to him, and he doesn't hear you over everything that's going on.
You said he's like 50 feet
Trunks
away.
at this point, yeah, Trunks. At this point, you're kind of like holding everybody back. You look over and you hear Rispert yelling, and you see kind of like where he's yelling as well, and you see the guy.
Is Rispert giving me any indication that I should be doing anything?
Well, you see Rispert yelling at the guy. But yeah, I don't know, Rispert. Are you doing anything other? I mean, you yell at him. You really haven't had a chance to.
Yeah.
But he seems like he didn't hear you.
I guess we're supposed to yell a couple times, like no response, and just be like, look around the rest of the party, and be like, there he is, get his attention.
You get the distinct feeling that he heard you and is just, I don't know if it's
ignoring me.
He seems to like, if you get this distinct feeling that he's ignoring you.
Oh, that bitch.
I'll go up to him. Say, sorry, Dutch, you got this. And then I'm gonna leave.
He sees you and he says, "Oh, you were at this. Were you at this dinner here?
Yeah, I am.
What happened?
I don't know. There was a fire.
Just the building just like lit on fire for no reason. You didn't see
No, there was a reason.
Well, you didn't see who it was?
No. I'm not
Well,
like
that's
an arson expert.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that feeling. No offense. I'm just a little bit flustered by. I can't believe somebody would attack us like this. So, just out in the open.
I mean, yeah, it's weird.
Well, it looks like your friend and the bucket brigade are doing good work. Hopefully, we can salvage the building. I take it everybody got out all right.
Yeah, for the most part. My buddy Thrush there is trying to help out an individual that seems not to be waking up.
Oh,
So I don't know if there's something more to this, but do
one
you
of the
happen to
help-
know who that is?
I can't really see him from down there.
Whoa. Why don't we go on over there? Come on.
All right. He starts walking over. By the way, where's the luminary? As you get over there, and he says, "By the gods, that is the luminary.
Oh, right. That's right.
Why didn't you tell me? This is important information." Oh,
There's a lot that's been happening.
he
Look, he is a master of esoteric information, not important information, alright?
he walks over and is over her, and he puts his hands out, and he starts to say some Ceruvian prayers, and there's like a luminous like white light that comes off of his hands, and kind of like completely goes over her, and then fades away, and her condition remains unchanged. He's like, by the gods, what happened to her? Like, why is this? What's going on?
I'm hoping you could tell us that.
What? It's at this point, Bree, you get back
Okay.
with the antidote. Can you? It's just it is just an antidote, right? Let's see. Let me pull that up. Great. Okay. Excellent. Unfortunately, you need to. Okay, so you have the antidote. She stopped breathing. Do you try to give her the antidote? Like, you can feed somebody a potion. Or
I look to like probably Thresh, because he's the one who's been working on her, right?
yeah, Thresh, you've not been able to get a clear airway.
Oh no.
Do we feel like this is even poison, or this is an expensive thing? You know what? I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to force feed her the antidote.
Okay. Yeah, you pour it in her mouth. It just like sits there in her mouth, like.
So she's choking on something.
Yeah, so that's what she's.
I'm gonna,
I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna do the finger
Tip her
sweep.
head. Yeah. Well, so you do that. Like, her airway is closed up. Like, so she's nothing's going down because.
Do we have an EpiPen?
Yeah. Does anybody have EpiPen?
Or adrenaline. Any?
Can you perform a trach?
Ooh.
Oh.
Actually,
That's an option.
I'd allow that. We'll say that's a medicine check. Again.
All right, let's go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call that good. You are able to finagle together. Somebody give me a crafting check.
I'll do that.
Yeah, somebody that's not me.
You tell.
Oh, I'm gonna hero point.
Bree has all your stuff now, right?
I do.
You are easily. Thresh basically explains to you what you need, what they need, and you are able to like put together something real quick. Thresh is able to trach her, and you are able to start like essentially bagging her. Nice thing about this world is that now you can just magically heal that, like when you need to. But you start doing that for her about the time that Loot, you run into Thrain, who is like putting on like he's still like putting on his like clothes as he's like, or he's putting on his shirt as he's like in the middle of the road as you run into him.
Is he hot?
He's jacked. Like
Oh.
the dude is well, okay, so he's got it's obvious, like his arms are like sculpted out of stone, right? He does have a bit of a belly, but like
Oh my
he's
God.
Oh god,
He's
this
one-
is her guy.
he's like goo stone, and then he's got just kind of this round belly, but like
Oh
muscle
yeah.
he's like a jacked dad kind of thing, you know. But he's a dwarf, so he's like also squat and wide, so he's like this kind of body type that is on a person is just 50% more. And he says, what the hell's going on?
Luke's like momentarily stunned.
You all right there?
Yeah, dinner party caught on fire, luminaries dying.
Right.
One person died, everyone else is fine.
Will you show me?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, love. Let's go.
Okay.
See, you and him start walking there, and he's like, "So all these things always happen in the middle of the night. I hope it's not them Clipsons getting up the."
I
was-
doubt it. I mean, they have no beef with me and my friends, so.
Right. Well, I was just, bit worried that someone might pop off, when you all showed up. Just had a bad feeling in me gut.
Are there people who wouldn't like us with, like, Saru tech and stuff?
Well, I don't know. Be like they might have some kind of feel like it was like some kind of might take advantage of some kind of situation. Something you keep everything stable for 20 years, and then the slightest little upset in the way things are running, and all of a sudden everybody they lose their minds. It's just like something kind of snaps them out of their like routines, and who knows, but I like things when they're stable, steady as a stone. As soon as something mixes things up, that's when we have problems.
Do you know anyone who would do something like this?
Nah. Everyone's, I mean, both the Ceruvians and the Eclipsans, they don't like each other. Everybody knows that. So, it's always, maybe it's one or the other. But individuals, no idea. I'm sure glad you came to get me, though. Boy, really appreciate that. Most of the people around here just like running around in circles. I'm trying to get, some kind of information from somebody.
Yeah, well, I'm like super cool and reliable. Like, I can always come and get you, like, if you ever need anything.
Make a diplomacy check for me. I really appreciate that. It helps to have people you can rely on. Yeah, maybe I'll take you up on that. If I need something from you, Rossaru wielders, I'll come to you.
Cool.
You continue your way through the city. The next event that happens is that Olafa, Stoneseer, and a bunch of Eclipsans show up at this point. None of them live in this part of the city, so it took them a while to get here. And immediately when they show up, there's a bunch of people who start like harassing them, accusing them of doing this. You guys all see them show up. Lute's the only one that hasn't gotten back yet.
Can I try to keep the peace a little bit?
Yeah, I guess make it another diplomacy check. Yeah, you make yeah. Go ahead. What kind of things would you say?
All right. They just got here. Let's all calm down. There's more charcuterie boards. We have to figure out. We don't even know who actually attacked, and they're here to maybe help.
Yeah, and it works. People are just like like that as they like walk away. Olafa walks up and says, "Thank you, mate. I've gotten to know Lute a little bit.
I'm sorry.
What all's happening here?"
That's a good question. Where should I start? Well, a couple days ago we arrived, and some stuff happened. Found out that these guys don't like those guys. We came here for dinner. It was pretty good. And then a fire started, and these guys immediately thought that it happened to those guys. Then those guys showed up, which made it feel weird.
You're talking to Olafa, who is like the one of those guys, like the in charge. She says, "Well, did everyone make it out all right?"
Yeah, I think so.
All right. She looks around. She immediately sees Thresh doing CPR, and she says, "Well, who's that then?"
Oh, that's my companion Thresh.
Who's that on the floor?
Oh. They call them Lumen. I think.
The Luminary.
Yeah, that's the one.
Just doing
I'm sorry.
CPR on the Luminary.
I've been talking to a lot of people today. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're not dead yet. They're like mostly dead, but
She like
Thresh
with
can
her
fix that.
like walking stick, she just starts like power walking as much
Okay,
as she
good
can,
luck.
like over in that area. She gets over there and the Ceruvians, let's see if they, yeah, they're too panicked to notice that she's coming, but once she's like right there, they start like, like being like, telling her like, hey, you're not welcome here, you need to get out, leave. And she's like, what's happened to the Luminary? Like you care, and they like, they're like yelling at her.
I like notice her and look up, but then I keep going with the CPR. I'm like, I can't be interrupted right now.
Bree tries to just do crowd control and just be like, we're not fighting right now. Somebody already set fire to this building. We don't need more of this.
Give me an intimidation check. That shuts up a few people. But Olafa looks at it and she says, love, why can't she breathe? You've got a tube in her neck. Why can't she breathe? I'm talking to you, Bree.
Oh, her throat was swollen shut or something? We're not really sure.
Oh,
If she started reacting that way as soon as she started breathing in the smoke. There was something in the smoke. But she's the only one that reacted that badly.
God's damned incompetent Ceruvians. She says, okay, I think I might have something I can do to try to fix this. The second in command of the Ceruvian steps up and says, over my dead body, you're not getting anywhere near the Luminary. Not putting hands on her, you're definitely not casting any of your witch magic on her.
Bree would just step forward and grab him, keeping him out of the way so that she can get to the Luminary.
Get your hands off of me. He tries to push past you, so give me an athletics check. You have no problem.
Keyword tries.
He is surprised. He's like, I'm gonna push this little like thing out of my way, and he's like, and he's like, hey, get away from her. As Olafa walks up to the Luminary, and she sticks out a hand, and there's a illumination, kind of like a reddish illumination that very similar and yet a little bit different than what Albrecht did. And all of a sudden, let's see, actually, let me roll for it. Yeah. The Luminary's airway clears up. You can tell because now, like, bagging her, like, air's like coming out of her mouth now as well. She says, "Oh, pull tubes out, love." She says to Thresh.
Yeah, and I do that quickly.
Yeah, and then she casts another spell very similar, and you see the throat heal up. At about this time, Lute shows up to the scene, seeing Bree holding the second in command, Albrecht, off to the side. Olafa is there. You called for her. She's healing the Luminary on the ground as you and Thrain show up.
Loot would nudge Thrain and be like, so those Eclipsians not too bad, I suppose.
That's. I hope so. I hope everything's on the up and up here. All right. Somebody's got to answer for this. What's going on? And he starts trying to he's talking to random people. He starts just talking, getting information from everybody. The luminary opens her eyes, coughs, sits up. She says, "Oh, my ward. Oh, good. We're outside. That's wow. It was real touch and go there. Last thing I remember, I couldn't quite breathe."
Yeah, your throat closed up.
Oh, how dreadful. Was it you that did you bring me back?
I helped, but no, it was her.
Because she goes and before you say her, she gives you just like a big hug. She says, "Oh, thank you so much, and then she looks at whoever her is and looks up and she says, "Oh, her." And Alafa says, "Well, you don't have to thank me."
No, she does have to thank you. You saved her life. If it was up to you, and Bree looks back at the band, she's still holding him out of the way. If it was up to you, your luminary would be dead. You
all
need to
right.
thank her.
Fine. Hey, thank you, Alafa. You did one nice thing for, in your life. All right, unhand me, little rodent.
She does, but in a shove back 5 feet manner. Not like a fall on your ass, but definitely
He does fall on his ass. You shove him, and actually, give me a perception check. He. Yeah, you're like, whoa, I did not push him that hard. But you get the feeling like this guy he's never worked a day in his life. If he can't stay on his feet, you shoved him, he falls on his ass. A bunch of people gasp, like that. And he's like, oh, I am.
That was not that hard, really? And Bree just kind of gives him an incredulous, really?
Isn't this a town of miners?
Yeah, but this guy's just a priest.
Oh.
And yeah, he looks like he's like a middle-aged man. He's got a beard, got a hair, but apparently he's a big wuss. Because he just went over like nothing. And the luminary, she gets up, and she kind of gives a worried look to you, Bree. But she goes over and she says, "Oh, Albrecht, are you all right?" And he says, "Oh, I'm fine, luminary. That's fine. It was just a little scrap. Don't worry about it." And she says, "Somebody please help him up." And a couple other Ceruvians help him up, and she says, all right, everybody, look, it's been quite an evening. We'll just all we're all gonna just take the evening. Everybody clear your heads. The damage is done. She looks down and she says, and she sees the other person that was stabbed to death, and seems to, she's inconsolable. She starts crying. They lead her away. Albrecht kind of looks kind of like a beat dog as he gets up. His head hangs low as he starts to walk away. The Ceruvians are they take care of the other body, starting to there's like family members that are in the area that are now starting to mourn the kitchen worker there. Olafa says, "Well, I think I've overstayed my welcome. I should probably get going."
Luke asks her what spell she casted.
Oh, it's just a little thing for taking care of afflictions. It's always good to. It's nice to have it at the ready. Be able to cleanse afflictions. I figured if she couldn't breathe, it might be poison. Could be in some kind of illness. It seems to have cleared it up.
Luke would say that you should teach me that spell.
All right, yeah. Come on by. You know where I live? Roundabouts. Ask for me at least. But not really welcome in these spaces. I'll come on by tomorrow. See you on the morrow.
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, love, for I appreciate that sent me that message. It's good that I got here when I did. We might have another casualty on our hands. Things are going to be rough the next few days, I can imagine.
Am I there close enough to hear this conversation?
Yeah.
Less rough since the Luminary did not die. If the Luminary had passed away, things would be a lot more tense. So thank you so much. Truly.
You're telling me the Luminary died? Can you imagine that they'd be trying to get our heads on spikes?
At least now you look good.
Well, they might still blame us for this, but at least the Luminary's not dead. I knew if I couldn't save her, it was going to be my ass. One of my closest friends. But she looks at Thresh and she says, "Good on you, mate, for keeping her alive till I could get here, huh?"
Yeah, I did my best.
Yeah, good job. It's always good to have a medic around.
Yeah.
The place is completely out. Bucket Brigade and Risprit would have had to go inside to basically clear, take the fire out of the kitchen. But the place is completely out now.
Like,
not on fire.
Risprit is like has soot all over him, but also just like steam's rolling off him because he's constantly like just dousing himself in water as he's like going against the fire.
Yeah, you come out of the building and you're just like standing there, just like steaming, and like people like all the Bucket Brigade and a bunch of people that were just watching you just like bend like elements are like fawning over you, like just think you're the coolest thing.
I wonder, would it actually, if he had Steam Knight on and like the kind of steam aura, would steam put out fire? Because it's not
fire,
like
it's
not just
steam.
Water. It's like there's air still, but it's like it's hot water.
That's an interesting thought. Yeah, I'd say maybe at that point when you went inside, maybe you kind of like put two and two together and like work that out. It was still difficult because they got the doors open. They got as much like air. Like the smoke was the biggest factor in like
was the
getting
biggest
in there and
hazard for
clearing
people.
everything.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting thought.
just like cannonballing in there, and then sudden like a steam explosion putting out a room of fire.
Yeah, or at least everywhere you walk, it's just like all the flames die down as they get like, well, you know,
Like the moisture in
cool
the
off.
air, it becomes too dense for him to like thrive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would say that would be in conjuncture, like in, you know, like probably any spaces. Just mechanically, if you stopped somewhere for a round, all those spaces would probably, any non-magical fire would probably get put out.
It would like get snuffed out basically, or like subdued.
And then on top of that, you could be using your
Oh.
Yeah, and then you could still be using actions to like wipe fire out. Trunks, is there anything you're doing at this moment?
No, I was just while they were all doing that, I was trying to keep the peace and make sure another riot didn't come out. So I was off to the side.
Yeah, you did. You kept all of them from imposing negative checks on everybody else from getting in the way and starting fights. And yeah, you definitely kind of kept. You did keep the peace. Kaduka, people start coming back from the fire now that all the excitement is done, and start kind of going back to their places. You get to see where exactly the luminary lives, as you can watch them take her back to her place. Albrecht joins her, as well as a bunch of other Ceruvians. Before they kind of like, most of them leave. You watch them basically go in with her for like a while and then come out. This is like a little bit in the future, maybe, because we're talking about what you see throughout the night. At some point, everybody else like notices Kaduka's gone. But you get to see where the luminary went, and everybody followed her, and then probably left her there, at her own house once they confirmed she was all right. And then Albrecht and a bunch of them leave and kind of split off to go to their own places, and you see where Albrecht goes for the night. How long do you stay up there on the roof?
I guess until like everybody, it looks like everybody has gone back home and the crowd has died down, and I'll stay up like 30 minutes or so after everything, just in case anybody starts sneaking around again.
Yeah. Can you please give me a stealth check? All right, 23. You gonna sit with that?
What time is it? I'll do my last hero point.
All right. 31's a lot better. Okay. Let me do some mental math here.
I ask a question real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
What do we know in general about the personal lives of Ceruvian priests? Like, do they have vows of chastity? Do they take relationships?
Oh, go ahead and roll a religion for me.
I didn't know if it had ever come up previously. Oh, I
Would
actually
we know from
Right. Well,
Yes.
so loot, either you've heard a lot, you've either known somebody who's talked about it at length, or you just picked up a lot of information over time, or did you like at some point like read up on it?
Probably.
Hilda?
Because of her beef with Aramania, Hilda and I probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're like, what are these? What is up with these guys? What's these guys' deal, right? Like, so you read up on it, so you know the answer to these questions. There's a lot of self-imposed like things that happen. You know, like some of them take vows of celibacy, some of them take vows of poverty. But it's not like necessary. A lot of times, you get the feeling it's kind of like to like show like how pious I am, you know, like it's like more brownie points. Um, but for the most part, the worship revolves around um, just kind of like a thankfulness for the Saru and treating the Saru as like important objects of the gods, like they're gifts from the gods, and so they like a lot of their tenets are like they should be respected, cleaned. Sometimes they would like anoint them. Sometimes they would like you know, your household saru. They would be like, you know, people who are like Saruvians would like keep them in very good condition and like put them like have little altars for them to sit them on when they're not being used. Um, Stuff like that. They just really, really care about the Saru.
Okay.
But and then of course they like worship the gods, but there's all kinds of like things passed down about what the way the gods are like and what they want. Um, but you know that like most of that comes from like prophets who have gotten visions, right? And you're like sitting there, like looking at it, it's like, okay, like some guy had a dream, and like, oh, the gods are like this, you know. But like, there's almost there's no like hard evidence. Like nobody has, you know, claims to have ever seen the gods, or you know, most people say that the gods are very unknowable. So when it comes to kind of like acts of worship, it's pretty left to interpretation for a lot of people. They do whatever they think the gods might like.
Okay. So it wouldn't be taboo to see like a priest in a relationship or
No, no, not
drinking
necessarily.
alcohol or
Nope. Just
Okay.
yeah, just doesn't. As long as those things for some reason wouldn't be harming some Saru. And of course, you know, the people at the very top of the order of the Servians is you know, the Rosaru wielders. Rosaru are almost like archangels of the gods to them, and the prophets that are you know, selected to wield them and pass them down to the next prophets.
Mm.
But yeah. Yeah, Kaduka, you don't see anything weird. And as far as you know, like nobody noticed you up there.
Okay. I will. Can I wander a bit?
Yeah, you want to wander?
Yeah.
You can wander. Yeah. You come off the rooftop.
Yeah.
Yeah. You find your way down. Give me a dex-based athletics for your trying to climb your way down off the top of the rooftop. Yeah, no problem. You make your way down. You don't hurt yourself. You don't make too much noise. Yeah, and you wander around the Ceruvian area. It's mostly quiet. Nobody kind of like out and about.
I'm looking for the smell of kerosene.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, give me a perception check. We're gonna do a search. Every once in a while, every time you smell it as you're walking around, it's because you're walking near a oil lamp that is lit like a street lamp.
Okay.
Although, or actually wouldn't be lit at this time. They would have put them all out for the most part, unless it was like in just the ritziest of ritzy areas. Still have them lit, but most of the oil lamps are out, and that's about the only time you smell it. But like, speaking of which, Loot, you're all standing there while everything was still going on. And Saeed says, "Wow, that was crazy."
Sure was.
Yeah. Why did that fire smell so weird?
Someone made it intentionally burn fast.
Oh. But I mean, like, there was like something weird in it. Like, I don't know, it kind of smelled like flowers.
Oh, maybe they, burnt something, what's-her-face was allergic to try to kill her.
Wow, that'd be messed up.
It's none of our business.
Everybody else hears Saeed say these things.
I wonder if the luminary is allergic to a specific flower, and they did it on purpose.
But who would know that? And why?
Yeah, why would someone want to kill the luminary?
Maybe someone wants to be the luminary.
Either way, we have a tree to go find.
We do.
Yep, and with that, are you guys done for this night? Is there anything else you guys want to do here at the late hour of the night?
Would I be able to determine from that scent that was previously if there was anything other than the kerosene that was added into the...
Well, now
Yeah.
that somebody has, like, piqued
Voiced
your
that.
interest, do you want to go sniff around?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, give me another perception check.
What do your rat nose smell?
We all have rat doses.
Yeah, but his is like different.
Yeah, like
It's
so
normal
mine.
sized. You have a small nose.
Yeah, but I can smell just as good as you. 35. That's good. You're smelling what Saeed smelled. You figure, yeah, you're like, there was something more than kerosene that was being
You're
burned out
smelling
here.
what the fire was cooking.
As you go sniffing around, with a 35, I'll also say you notice you're looking at, this is like, you really start looking into this, and this ash that was created, there's some ash that is in various spots around the building that is not wood ash. It's not ash from the building.
Is it different kind of ash? Like the plant? Is it where the scent was coming from potentially?
Very, very much could be some kind of other plant that was here. And you know what? If you want to try to identify what exact flower that was, give me a nature check.
Nature. 18.
Can he
We will
pull the
hear
rest of
about
us
that.
over to look at it as well?
Well, you see Trunks. I mean, you saw him kind of take off toward the building after you guys were having this conversation.
I will do a nature check as well, just to aid him.
Okay.
Yeah, that is.
Oh.
You're like,
Ooh.
what's it smell like, Trucks?
Yep, that's pretty much it.
What are y'all looking at over there?
A 23 is, yeah, it's good enough. That's good enough. You know, this smells like a flower that is in the area. You've seen these, like, I mean, there's flowers everywhere, you know, like kind of wherever there's not something else, you know, there's like flowers and grasses like in the area. But you've seen these flowers, you know, there's florists and you've seen people like with them in different flower arrangements, but they're a little bluish flower. Kind of like little thumb-sized downward-facing flowers shaped like little iron bells, with the pale bluish gray petals, with a faint white speckling on them.
Oh, I see. Would I know what those flowers are and what happens when you burn them?
With a 23 nature, this is kind of a local.
Oh, I guess I
thing.
could ask around potentially. I mean, it seems like a very common flower for these people.
Right? Yeah, they grow in this area, so
I'd probably ask if there's anybody nearby. I'd probably ask them about it.
yeah, you ask somebody and they're like, oh, this lady is like, oh, you're talking about bluebells.
Yeah. What happens when they burn, or is that? Do people normally put them up as bouquets?
You know, they don't really, not so much bouquets because they kind of like, you know, just kind of like, but you know, they're nice little accents to little like flower arrangements, but you know, little you know, hang them outside your house or you know, grow them in your garden. Well, you have to transplant them in your garden. They actually won't grow like naturally in your garden. They only grow in certain places. It's said that they only grow where lightning has struck before, which is kind of strange. But yeah, lightning, you know, like from the sky. But yeah, no, I mean they don't. I don't think they have any medicinal properties. I don't think. I think they're just pretty to look at.
Okay. Do you know where I can find some of them around, or was it common enough that I just saw it like hanging out wherever? It sounds like they don't grow naturally, so.
Well, yeah, there's a patch that grows out, you know, on the east side of town, and there's a patch that grows out on the north side of town.
Okay.
Probably why ask one of the kids around; they'll show you where they're at.
Damn, what communities were in those areas again?
What's that?
What communities were in those areas again? Like which communities?
Those are both kind of outside of the Ceruvian. If depending on where east, it might be more just kind of like a general residential area, but it might be on the Ceruvian border. The northern one definitely is probably in the Ceruvian area.
Okay. All right, well, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, but with that, our crazy dinner and night is toward the end. You all tired, go back, hit the hay, and with that question on your mind, you know, what is it with these flowers? What exactly happened? Is there some kind of foul play? And with that, we'll continue next time. All right. Thanks, everyone. Hope you had fun. That was fun for me. I know that much. Yeah, everything that went off. That went off great.
I had fun breaking down walls and intimidating the Ceruvians.
Yeah, you got the Kool-Aid Man through with your bare fists.
Looney Tunes like running through a wall, leaving them shaped hole in it.
Yep. Everybody, employed their talents to help you guys through this situation. In very very fun ways. Did some stuff we've never done before. Lute's wandering eyes. She's forgot all about Zeffrington. Apparently.
Lute's a girl on the go.
Good for her. Anyways, and with that, we'll call it until next week.
All
All right.
Bye, stream.
Bye bye.
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 Bye.